Wow.
So the Catholic Church is the biggest financial power, wealth accumulator, and property owner in existence, possessing more material wealth than
guns, you know what I'm saying?
corporation, giant
And all we
trust,
doing, the only threat that we are to them is the threat that we are no longer submitting, of being dictated by their, you know what I'm saying, laws and policy. We are saying no more. Enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? We're going to fight back.
Wow, I didn't know the Holy Spirit needed a bank. If I ever need spiritual investments, I'll go to the Vatican.
Yeah.
But see, the Catholic Church, why it is the biggest
So
financial
actually,
power is because
the amount,
of the world
their
earns less than
excuse
$2
is
a day.
crime, right? The amount
And
of money
one-fifth of the
stolen,
world
the
is
theft,
underfed or
and
starving
the
to
number
death,
of
and
people
the Vatican hoards
killed
the world's
are
wealth
not
and profits from it
even,
on the stock market.
even close to the number of days
are you ready for this one,
1% get
folks?
killed, and the amount of money they stole from people. You cannot even compare.
It profits. So the Vatican hoards the world's wealth, profits from it on the stock market, and at the same time preaches about giving.
But the problem is, you know, they
how
rob
the Vatican
people,
got rich was
and then
they put a price
throw
tag
people
on
into
sin.
wars and get
Many
them killed,
bishops
right?
and popes actively market
But our
guilt, sin, and
problem
fear
in
for
the
profit by
neighborhoods
selling
are that
indulgences.
we are not waking
if you
up
went to the church, you were encouraged to prepay for sins that you
even in
hadn't
the
yet
Occupy,
committed
Jose,
and got
even
pardoned
this
ahead of
Occupy,
time.
you know, they like to march to Times Square.
So those who didn't pay
or
up are threatened with
reach a
eternal
neighborhood
damnation,
instead of going
and
to
another
march
method was to get wealthy
the
landowners
worst
to hand over their land and
affected
fortune to
areas
the
like
church on their
your
deathbed in
neighborhood.
exchange
You know
for
what
a
I
blessing
mean?
which would
Yeah, but like I
supposedly
said, you
enable
know,
them to go to fucking heaven.
like I was saying that basically I'm over here a lot.
So Pope Leo
I'm over here a lot
the
talking to
Fifth,
brothers and sisters from the
you know what he
Occupy
did?
movement, letting them know that, you
He
know,
rebuilt
look,
St.
man,
Peter's
I'm here with
Basilica by
y'all,
selling
man,
tickets
you know?
out of hell.
I'm ready to fight the battle, man. But, you know, let's get together and fight the battle in all corners of the earth.
That
You know,
by
let's not just stay stuck in one area. Let's move around.
Tickets to
And let's
heaven.
continue this fight, and let's continue to get people involved.
Hey, we got a burnt bridge here for sale on Six Nations land. We're taking bids right now.
And that's what we're doing.
For example, I want to talk about
the Catholic Church has become the biggest mafia
action so far
on earth.
I liked is
with the protection racket of selling forgiveness for sin. How can these people possibly forgive sins when they
for Jeremy
do and teach the
Hammond
opposite
in
of
the
what God
One
and Christ
Police
taught in the
Plaza.
Bible?
Alright, so he was a symbol,
So
but
the church's
still,
practice of
it
teaching
should
people that they
be
can be sinful all their lives and all they need to do is pay the church for forgiveness is one of their chief
you know what I
causes
mean? Not
of all the
only
evil and dishonesty
for
in the
a
world.
person, Jeremy Hammond.
And people are
He
actually
shouldn't
taught
be
and encouraged to be sinful and
a
evil rather
fortunate
than to
white
purify
dude,
themselves and strive to
a
become perfect, even as God is
hacktivist in the
perfect.
prison that
So the Bible teaches.
Occupy
But the
likes to do
saddest
an
part
action.
is that many
The
people
whole
actually buy
prison
the church's
population
lies and think
must
they can
be,
get away
you know,
with being evil all their lives and all they have to do is
chosen
seek
and must
forgiveness
be
from
supported. But no, we
Well, I'm
don't.
here to tell you,
The
folks, you're
reason
fucking
is like,
mistaken. And you're gonna fucking find out when
he
God is
didn't
not
do
stupid,
any violent
and that they
action.
will have to give an account for every single thought, word, and deed
he's
in
like,
their lives.
so
during the
in
Dark
this
Ages,
jail, they don't
Catholic
have
Church not only
violent
hoarded the wealth
criminals.
they collected from the
It's
poor,
only
but they
white
hoarded knowledge,
collar and
they kept the masses ignorant,
non-criminal, this
and
and that.
by
I mean,
denying them a basic
non-violent.
education. They also prohibited anyone
So
from reading or
they
even
make
possessing the Bible
these
under
divisions,
pain of
and
death.
actually they're
Now,
cutting
between
their own
1095
branch
and
they're standing
1291,
on.
the Pope launched 7 bloodbaths called the Christian
it's good that
Crusades,
everybody's
torturing,
fighting for
murdering,
different
beheading, and
Nothing wrong with
massacring
that.
hundreds of
You
thousands
know,
of Muslims
we
in the
keep
name
this
of God.
government confused when we
Now,
attack it from all different sides. You know, because
the
if
Pope's
we hitting them
brutal
from the
soldiers were
south,
called Knights
we hitting them
Templar,
from the
Knights
north,
of
we
the
hitting
Temple
them
of
from the west,
Solomon,
and
and
from the
evolved
east,
into
is
today's
a great
secret
thing.
brotherhood
Because
called
then
the Freemasons.
they don't have enough
Now,
people
between
to put in all these
1450 and
different places.
1700,
But
the
the thing
Catholic
is, we
Church
need to
followed up their
synchronize
holy
it to the
terror with
point
the
that if you're all going
Inquisition.
to do an action,
Based on
let's
rumors
do
of
an action the
practicing
same day,
witchcraft, the
and let's do
Catholic
it
Church
all over
hunted
the
down,
place,
tortured,
and
and
let's
burned
put these
alive
officers,
tens of
and let's put
thousands
the
of innocent
system
women at the stake.
on
And
the
did you know,
alert to the
folks,
point
that
that
during
like,
World War II, the
oh
Vatican
man,
was criticized for supporting
we're gonna have to give in to the demands of these people because they really starting,
boy of
you know what I'm
God.
saying, to gain strength and power.
Over the
and once we
over
do
the
that,
past
believe
5
me, you know what I'm
decades,
saying, this system has
more
no
than
choice but to
1,500
submit
priests and
to our
bishops have
demands.
been
Right?
identified
But
in the
we need
sexual
to
assault of
attack them
tens
from
of
all
thousands
different
of
angles.
boys and
We
girls in their
need
trusting
to rally and
congregations and
protest, right?
orphanages.
Do one
So
big
why is the filthy
protest,
rich
right?
institution
Having
preaching
people in
spiritual values of
every
poverty and
area
chastity while
within the
cardinals,
United
bishops, and
States
priests cover up their
protesting at the
crimes of
same
sexual
time?
abuse?
And let's
And
show
here's
them,
my last
right,
question.
the
Why has the church
capability
fought
of the human family
resisted the
and the things
compensation
that they're
claims of
able
the
to
sexually,
accomplish
emotional,
when they
spiritually
get together
traumatized
and
victims?
overlook their difference. They overlook their difference, right, and get together
Because you
and
don't get
focus
rich
on
by
one
writing checks, folks.
main point, and the main point that
So
one needs
I'm
to be
just gonna
focused on, right, is
talk about
that
the
we
city of
need
London,
to make sure that
and
this government,
then we're
that
gonna
keeps
change the
trying to keep us
subject a
suppressed
little bit.
and oppressed, right?
So like the Vatican
when
City,
people get
London's inner
together,
city is also a privately
they
owned corporation
ain't
of
gonna have the
city-state
power to stop
located
us.
right in the middle of Greater London. It became a sovereign state in 1694 when
What you
King
doing
William
there?
III
I was
of
watching one of the
Orange,
video. The police was
not green or
me.
blue, but orange.
They had their flashlights
You know
on
what
in
he
my face
did,
while I was doing cop
Captain?
watch.
What? He privatized and turned the Bank of
And the
England over
officer's
to the
telling me that
banksters.
if I continue
So
to,
today,
he said if I continue to
the city-state
follow
of London
him,
is the world's
then what
financial
I'm
power
doing,
center and the wealthiest
is
square mile on
stalking
the
him,
face of the earth.
and that's
It
against the
houses
law.
the
He's driving around in a
Rothschilds,
van.
controlled
I'm
Bank of
walking my
England,
dog, and
Lloyds
he's
of
talking about I'm
London's,
following
and the
him
London
everywhere
Stock
and video
Exchange,
recording everything he does. Listen, if
and
you video
all
recording
British
around my
banks,
area where I'm at doing cop
the
watch,
branch offices of
listen, then
385 foreign banks and
don't stop
70
nobody
U.S.
there.
banks.
Don't harass
And
nobody for
believe it
no
or not,
reason at
folks,
all.
it has
And
its
then I
own
won't need
courts,
to
its
be
own
video
laws, its
recording
own
them or
flag,
video
and its
recording
own
any of
police force.
those civil
It is
servants.
not part of the Greater
So they had
London
their
or
flashlights
England or the
all in
British
my face
Commonwealth,
trying to stop me
and
from
it pays
many
no
recording.
of them?
taxes.
There's
So
three
the
of them. There's two
city-state of
males
London houses
and one female. So
Fleet
they got the
Street's
flashlight all
newspaper
over my
and
face
publishing
trying to stop me
monopolies,
from recording.
and it's
Are they
also the
all
headquarters
white?
for worldwide Polish Freemasonry and
There's
headquarters for
well,
the
I don't know. Two
worldwide
of them have
money
Spanish
cartel known
names,
as the Crown.
but they look white. So I mean, they must be, they must be Spanish. There's one white lady. I think there was two white,
So
a
contrary
white
to
lady and a white guy
popular
in a
belief,
Spanish
the
dude.
Crown is not the royal family or the British monarch. The Crown is a private corporate
Are they
city-state.
jumping to your
It has
camera in
a
the
council of
meantime?
No, they
12
just put in
members
the
who rule the
flashlight right into my
corporation,
camera.
and
They
a
got these
mayor
big
called the
flashlights
Lord
there that's
Mayor.
like the sun. They're
And
beaming
the
right
Lord
in the
Mayor and
camera.
his
So they
12
put it
members
into my
council
camera
serve as
trying to stop me
proxies or
from video
representatives
recording.
who sit in
you
for
need
the 12
more
of the
powerful
world's
That's one of
wealthiest
them.
and most
That's one of
powerful
them.
banking families.
Right? And
Do you
then
think
That
if
includes
you had more powerful
the Rothschild
flashlight,
family, the
could you
Warburg
beat
family,
their light and get the
Oppenheimer
picture?
family,
well,
and the
basically, I'm
Schiff
gonna get the
family.
picture. I'm gonna
These
wait until they
families
turn
and
on
our
the
descendants
flashlight.
run the
So
Crown
I'm gonna get them
Corporation
no
of
matter what.
London.
I'm gonna stand
And the
there.
Crown
Either they're gonna
Corporation
lock me
holds
up,
the title
or I'm just gonna stand there and
to
continue to
worldwide
record
crown
them and
land
continue to
and crown
record what they're
colonies
saying.
like Canada,
I filed a complaint against
Australia,
him.
and New Zealand.
He's
British
not
Crown
working
and
no more. He's
British
on
Prime
desk duty
Minister
right
run the
now
Republic
until
for the hidden
you're
power
saying
of
I
the
go
Crown
and
family.
pick him out. So I gotta go pick him out and say, yeah, that's the
Now,
officer. That
Chirper
threatens to
there
lock me
saying,
up if I
I
continue to
have my
record
doubts
him,
on what
and
Davina's saying.
and he's violating
Well,
my constitutional right by
each
telling
their
me,
own. And I
that if I
respect what
continue
you
to
gotta
record
say,
him, that he's gonna
Chirper.
lock me up. There's no law
But I
against
did my
video
research.
recording any civil servant
And if
here.
you have a
Right?
problem with what I'm
Here
saying,
in New York
you
City.
can call me
Right?
up
This is
anytime,
one of the
just not
38
right now,
states
because
that
my
allow
phone's
that.
not
There's
on
only
6.
12 states that doesn't
And we
allow
can totally talk it
people
out.
to
And I
they
hope
allow people
that
to video
everything is
record,
well with you in
but don't
Hamilton,
allow
Chirper,
people to
because I really
record their
miss
sound
seeing
and their voice or what they
such a
say.
great lady.
You mean
Only 12 states.
separate sound or
Yeah,
for
like if they
example,
you
this
have those
one is
cigarettes,
like full
Captain?
film, film
So,
everything.
right, but
They allow this?
right, but
I'm
there's 12
gonna
states that don't
double
allow this.
sponsor it up
12
this
states that don't
round.
allow
All natural
you to
natives,
record,
Aqua
even live
Sosny
stream
lives,
police
and
officer while
also
they
the
carry out their
captains
duty.
made here in 6
You mean
nations.
they can
Captains
brutalize
without an eye.
people?
No, they can arrest you for video recording them, confiscate the video recording or the image, or subpoena you
this
to give it up
Friday,
if you got to record it in your
high noon,
system.
we are going to be meeting
in the
at
internet or
City
something,
Hall
whatever, or wherever you got to
for
record it
our
at,
All
or
Nations
subpoena it,
gathering,
and you have to give it up.
peace and rally
But
march.
in this state, those laws don't
Fred
apply.
had
Doesn't
posted a link
matter,
yesterday
they
on
brutalize
it.
people,
It doesn't
police
matter.
brutality.
These other states, they got
And
these
it's
laws
no
there.
longer,
You know what I'm saying?
you know
It's
what the
fucked up
captain
laws.
forgot? lot
But these are
that
the
is
laws
no
that
longer
they,
called Nathan Phillips
that they're gonna
Square.
lock you up for.
Wow.
And
I
it's
took
sad.
it over and named it
It's
after
sad.
myself. I ain't giving the white man the glory.
First Amendment right, and it should have taken
It
away.
was formerly known as Nathan Phillips Square. I took it
Wow.
over and called it
They
the
can
Bean
make
Square.
some little local laws
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the captain to bring the
And
red
they, I mean,
to
ribbon.
violate
they do got that- they do
constitutional
got-
rights.
Sorry, they do got the local laws and all. in different states. And like I said, it's fucking sad, you know?
Yeah.
People have to be afraid.
Anyway,
Video record police.
so come out and show your support. We will be meeting right up at high noon there at Devine Square, aka formerly Nathan Phillips Square.
Mostly they
And we're going to
beat
be
the
probably
black
leaving
and
about
colored or the
12:30.
poor.
I believe
So
what we're going to be doing is having
anybody,
a
but
couple
mostly
prayers, maybe
black,
having a
color,
couple
poor,
speakers.
underprivileged, no privilege.
These are the
Darn
countries
smart
that
asses,
say,
Chirper
there's a lot of,
says.
like, you got certain countries that.
Well,
a lot
come on,
more
Chirper,
white
you know
people
we
get,
always
you know
have
what I'm
fun
saying,
on this
harassed by
show.
police because they're out there protesting.
Yar.
And doing occupy.
Well, protesters
We're
are
sacrificing the captain on the sacred
and
fire
they're
so the
treated
gods
like
can be
terrorists.
appeased.
Right, shouldn't be treated like that.
I know.
That's the type of thing
He's
that
so
we fight
hairy,
against
the gods will be like,
it's an
what's that
injustice.
smell? They'll be offended, yeah. So, but yeah, that we are doing this All Nations Peace Gathering March there this Friday. High noon. We'll probably be leaving about 12:30, probably arriving about 1 o'clock. So please bring some flags, bring some drums, bring your friends, bring some joints.
What is common
We don't want
law
alcohol.
history?
I'm trying to find the states that they allow, they don't allow.
That's all I can
got
think.
it here somewhere. So I can read it out so y'all can have an idea.
The captain needs a shave and a haircut.
Common law means...
Well, you know, my friend John here could scalp him, but he looks pretty rough.
Common law state means what?
He doesn't look like he wants to be doing much scalping today.
Oh, whoa.
So I want to talk a little bit here.
Fucked up.
their own law.
How high are ya? How high are ya? If you smoke a joint, the new Indian chant is how high are you? How high are you? So, the captain and I have been here since Saturday morning.
Philadelphia,
And Sunday
Pennsylvania,
morning,
Philadelphia, I
we
live
had a very beautiful sunrise ceremony where we lit the sacred
I was
fire.
in Philadelphia with other
And
live
that's still burning.
streamers, live streaming cups.
We had about, I'd say we probably had about 20 people who came to the ceremony. It's been kind of up and down. And
Philly is different now. Remember, we've had
some great speakers. If you can check the archives. I interviewed four people yesterday. But
Captain Lewis.
3 people that I really wanted
Captain
to
Lewis.
interview was a man
Ray
named
Lewis.
Richard
in a long time.
the Anishinaabe Nation.
So many
You can check it out on the archives. We were talking, he was trying to get rid of his status card and he was having some difficulty doing that. He tried going to his reserve and the Department of Indian Affairs here at Yonge and St. Clair in Toronto, and I believe he's going to try going to
They don't play that shit over there,
No,
right?
We're going to keep the sacred fire going at least until Thursday morning.
Baltimore opened their arms to us because we were strong then.
What about Boston,
The status
Massachusetts?
card is a card that is given by the government of Canada that claims that tells us who we are and says that we're tax free
You
and
just
all
can't
this
tell
stuff.
them anything. They just not going to anything.
But
See,
a lot of people I'm coming across are don't want a status card because we actually, here's the thing, folks, and we're not actual Canadian citizens, so we don't need a Canadian card to tell us that we're Indian. We actually need to get these cards from our own reserves and our own nation. So, like, here's the funny part. Like, here in Six Nations, we actually have our own passports, but they're not recognized.
Well, I can
by
tell
the
you the
Canadian government.
reason
We can actually
these
get into the
fucking
United States with
unions
Six Nations
didn't
passports, but it's always harder to
listen
get
and
back
didn't
into
come to
Canada.
feed the people
So,
right there.
because they
Didn't
don't
we
claim
talk
them to
about
be,
it all winter together? They
valid
didn't
identification.
fucking spend their
I do believe that
precious
there is a
money
nation
to feed
outside
people right
in
there. That's the
BC
reason.
that got status card, their own
Now they're
passports,
locked out.
and they are actually
They go
supposed to be
there,
recognized
oh, we're
as
not
a
going to allow
Scottish
this.
nation, but
I wish.
don't quote me on that, folks. So, and we also had another guy named Remy who went back to Montreal this afternoon, and he was one guy who was involved with a lot of the protesting in Montreal. He got arrested. And him and his friends, this is great because we were talking about Bill 78 being implemented, where 50 or more people gathered is illegal, where you face imprisonment or $1,000 to a $5,000 fine. What he did was that him and a group of people have a lawyer in Montreal, and they've agreed to not pay any of the fines implemented in the Bill 78. So I really do wish Remy luck, and he is looking to do some stuff soon in Montreal. If you don't know what's currently going on, the government of Quebec really knocked up, and the students are actually in a really great position in negotiations there. And so really what needs to happen is that, and like he said yesterday in the interview, is that that's going to be a very long process because both parties are not going to be working in conjunction right at first. There's probably going to be a lot of arguing, a lot of propositions being made. Hopefully that they will be able to come to some sort of agreement. I have to admit that the students of Montreal really do get my respect.
That's how they torture people.
100%. I mean, what they did this summer is more than what the Occupy.
Oh, he's playing his game. I see that. I have to show
and, you know, Occupy people could really learn from what those students did in Montreal, you know, because what they did was they made a movement. Not only did they fuck up with the F1, I mean, they were getting harassed by the business people, the strippers, and it's, you see what the thing with the strippers was this. They were complaining that they were losing a lot of tip money because of the student protesting. So one girl who was making 400 was maybe getting 200, and yet she was the same person that was going to the same university. So a lot of these people who are in the stripping industry were doing that to pay off their education. And so you'd think that the sex people would be up there marching with the students, but apparently that was not the case. They do have a lot of good support, and so we'll see what happens in the end.
Sir,
there.
could you get down off the chair, please?
Yeah, sure. Can you teach me how to play this game? Don't touch it. No assault.
So, I mean, that's one thing that I really respect about those students in Montreal. They're really standing up. And
don't touch it.
there's actually quite a number of lawsuits
touch
with
it.
police being implemented.
Don't touch it. Hands off. Hands off. No. You're assaulting me. No, I can video you. Tell him, Jose.
So that was kind of crappy.
What's the purpose of videoing us? What's the video? What's the video? What's the purpose? Doesn't matter. Video record any silver anybody that's videotape us. What is the problem with getting videotaped? I don't want to be videotaped. What are you doing wrong? I do not want to be videotaped. This is my choice. You can't take my
So,
how about that? Take it out of here. Don't touch it. Get it out of here. Take it out of here. Take it out of here. All right? Take it out.
going back to our decolonization, I have a petition. It was written on March 8th of 2012. And I've been going out in Toronto, mostly Kensington Market, to try to get a lot of signatures for this petition. And if you don't really know what the petition is, it's a 2-page document.
You heard me what I said.
Won't take you long.
What? There ain't nothing you can do to me. You see these fucking hands, they can do as much damage as yours. Yeah, that's why I said. Yeah. What he did, well, he's gonna pay for what he did. And you gonna pay for it. You gonna pay for it. You know what I'm saying? That's just some kind of fucking punk. You know what I'm saying? No. You know? But he broke that man.
Indigenous original nations, and for full independent rights to true and complete decolonization through the United Nations Decolonization Declaration of 1960, from Her Majesty the Queen.
What? An old guy that has no respect.
Livestream this. This is Chris. We are going on court
American lands.
with this. That was
It wouldn't even take camera for me to knock your
threw it
ass
down on the ground. This is live.
Ain't nobody scared of you.
Live
Fuck out of here.
No, you're not gonna do nothing.
You know?
excuse
So,
you know? You ain't screaming at him now, right?
Just
I bet
before I
he'll
go on,
fucking
I want you to
Oh,
know
what am I
that this
supposed to
Constitution
do
I'm
that
talking
to
about,
him.
the
I bet he'll fucking knock you the fuck out.
Look it up online. It's the oldest
That's what you was
Constitution
doing.
on earth.
No, he got you on camera. That's what you mad at. You was getting paid money to do nothing.
Those many treaties that were made
Sit
between the
around
crowns
doing
and the
nothing.
indigenous nations show
And that's what you're getting paid for.
right of Canada
Snatch
and
that
the crown
camera
to
again.
receive that at the state where
Snatch it again.
lands were not vacant.
Snatch it.
And that
Snatch
the
it.
Queen and right
Snatch
of Canada
it.
and the
Snatch
Holy See
it.
were
Snatch
in
it now.
position
Snatch it
of
again.
negotiations
Snatch
with
it.
the original
I'm doing
inhabitants. Now these treaties
Snatch
concord
it.
acts have
I'm doing something.
That's the problem. When a black man confronts you or a Puerto Rican motherfucker ain't having it, y'all want to worry about it. You know?
It was already live stream. I'm doing the same thing.
About to break your door. What you want to call police?
I'm doing
After I
something.
knock you the
Hello.
fuck out?
We're not gonna break nobody's door.
Hello. The United Nations proclaimed
Hello.
that the respect of
No,
Your mouth because y'all started it. It's on video.
Although self-determination means that the people
Not
that
a
fall
threat.
under independent
Not a
territory
threat.
You have no idea. Who you talking?
the process
That's
by
what
which
you
these
say.
territories exercise their right to self-determination.
What's your mouth?
Yes, folks.
No, but there's the etiquette.
So in
I have to follow.
1960,
So let him do what's his mouth.
Him throwing his camera down.
What's your
You
mouth?
assaulting. You
in its
assaulting.
advisory opinion, the General Assembly of the United Nations
You assaulted.
questions concerning
Back off.
Western
Back off.
Sahara.
We're live stream, and that's that.
80 countries have used the decolonization process and have been fully decolonized, and 16 more are on the list. So the declaration on the granting of independence
It's going to be a long night. I'm talking about 300. Right now, offline, live
now, when it's an advisory opinion, the General
Instead of
Assembly of the
being on
United
your
Nations
computer,
have requested
standing around here
two
for a
questions
cop.
concerning Western Sahara to the International Court in regards to terra
I'm
nullius.
upset. I'm upset right now.
All right, go.
Now, what the
Oh,
advisory
this is
opinion
live stream.
of the
Excuse
16th
me.
of October
This is Chris. We on
1975
live stream.
determined by the
Hopefully everybody
International Court
saw
judges in
the
regards to
techniques
first
that
question stated that
security
the court
uses. Unfortunately, it came to a clause, and we don't need that.
At the time,
But
colonization
he was
by
wrong.
Spain was
He
not a
caught him
territory belonging to
sitting
no one.
on his camera,
There's that word again.
playing a video game,
Colonization and the
and took
International
his
Court's
camera
advisory
and
opinion
threw it on the floor.
Look, it broke it and everything.
At this point, he was wrong.
All lands
He was wrong. All right, there's law. Excuse me, sir. There's law. And he
To my face like that. They coming to my, you coming to my face.
Excuse me. We're not going to go.
I have the right to protect myself. I have the right to protect myself. The law. You coming in my face and you gonna swing on me? I'm gonna protect myself.
Yeah, he's attacking anyway. You know? You're assaulting anyways. He's playing a game.
Officer, look.
And what he did,
I'm not
he went up behind him.
Through complete decolonization, we will return all final decision making, national, federal, provincial, municipal, and international affairs to be shared among the people of North America, Turtle Island,
But it's
new,
live
true,
stream.
independent governments within each
Live
of our countries, working in conjunction with the indigenous
Live
original nations.
Was he filming? Yes or no?
No, he
Did you
just
stand up on the table, is what I'm saying? Did he at one point get on top of the
Yearly,
no, he was standing open.
Sir, were you filming the service?
otherwise voted on.
Yeah, he's filming it now.
Does he understand me?
By
Yes,
using
he
the
understands.
voices of the people as final
Yes,
decision
he
makers
does.
on
So
issues
what happened,
within
sir?
countries assures that all
Anyway,
decisions
he
be
took the
made
camera.
by the people in
Yes.
consideration
This
of the
is
people.
all live
No
stream.
longer
See,
considered
people coming,
government,
they're
corporate,
coming
or
because it's
personal
on
gain.
live stream.
Politicians are to become chief servants of the final decision
And threw it down on the ground. Fortunately, camera didn't break. It's still live stream, and you're still showing.
been provided
The
here.
bottom line is he told us he wants to
Diluted or
You
disproved
guys know you
within
can't
the
stand on the table.
decolonization process.
Oh no, but what about, all right, you're worrying about somebody standing on a table and
Canadian,
saying,
US,
this cost $300. No, it's $1,000. You're kidding me?
Tell him what happened.
Tell him
That's
he
what I wanna
took
know.
the camera out of your hand and threw it on the ground
They
and
will
That's what
fall
you're telling me.
under the jurisdiction of the indigenous original North American nations of Turtle Island and people of Canada and the United States of America, and no longer be in jurisdiction of Her Majesty the Queen and Right of Canada, nor the Crown, the Holy See, Vatican State, the City of
I'm
London,
filing charges on you. You assaulted
And he
me.
went and he assaulted.
demand
So now you're worried about somebody standing on a chair that was set up assault. Live stream.
I'm charging him
It's all
for
live.
assault and crashing my...
It's all live stream.
by the Queen and Right of Canada,
Alright,
and the Crown,
because
the
he
Holy
took
See, Vatican State,
his
both
camera,
present
threw it on the
Canadian
floor. It's on live stream.
I haven't seen you around before. You might be new, but
See,
you
he
are.
had it.
This is our house.
He had it too.
So like,
healthcare, education, and
This guy assaulted me and tried crashing my camera. That's not fair, you talking.
no, it's really messed up. Like,
So now he wants to give him a hard time. I don't care. Tell Robioso I'll see him tomorrow.
let him make a report.
Yeah, make a report. Excuse me, I do not.
Colonizing countries where exploitation of the people and their resources has occurred
I know how to
within their
handle
lands,
it.
especially since 1945 and beyond. We also demand, pardon me, so we further state that our true independent government
We are doing it.
will respect and honor all indigenous nation treaties and land claims.
Why he can't help me? I don't understand.
You wasn't around. You were. You were. I know you were. All right, well, he was. Where was you when I built that military tent? You wasn't here.
Silver Chain Covenant and the
That was for medical.
treaties for all the
Don't
peoples
you
of
even
Canada
come to me.
and the United States of America. Now, if you understand that, then you would sign and declare and acknowledge that after.
Oh, here we go. And now I'm going
that you would
to tell.
agree and consent completely to this undertaking by the Ongawangi and the Haudenosaunee peoples of the 5 nations and all original indigenous sovereign nations of North American territory. And we
No, don't film
Canada and the United States of America.
Get the camera out of my face.
That sounds great to you. You can print it off.
Over there with the
www.colonize North America. And when you get these signatures, you can mail it to this address or railroad to Oswego, Ontario, Canada. And the postal code is N0A.
So talking about stop and frisk,
that is why people here are having this.
wow, you got it all.
This information that I just been sharing with all of you is very, very.
You got it all. The way he grabbed you and slammed you and everything. He got to be arrested for that.
He assaulted me actually.
Yeah.
You should.
You got to be
If you
arrested
don't
for
know
that.
who owns the United States, you should. Why is it important for indigenous people to have indigenous sovereignty and keep our land resources? Because this is what we need. We don't need.
Not everybody's here starting nothing. You know, it's crazy. I'm a fucking city employee too, and you know, get treated like, you know, we animals.
So, decolonization is direct.
No, some occupiers came and started chatting with this guy who assaulted me.
So, if there are any questions about what I've been reading or what I've been explaining to you people, now would be the time to ask. We have 10 viewers, Captain.
Right, everything is archived. Can somebody take it to YouTube, just in case,
Well, if there are
before
no
they
questions,
delete
then
it?
it
I
must
mean,
be making sense.
remove it.
And as well, that we realized during last night.
Good, how are you?
6 nations.
He assaulted, he actually,
We were going to interview one guy,
Okay,
but he
listen.
took off.
what did you film? He grabbed
Yeah, he
my,
went off.
actually he grabbed my camera, and actually he took it like he forced
Are
it
there
so
any
much.
questions about some
Yeah.
of the stuff that I've been
I didn't want to kick him
that I've
or
been
hit him,
talking about?
so that's how he
Is
could do
everybody
that.
clear? Do people
Because
have
I
any
didn't want to
questions
kick
about
him and or
how
punch him.
decolonization
I could, but I didn't.
There's a couple of things I do
And
want to
then
say.
he
You cannot decolonize
took
the
it out
city.
and
You
then
only
he
decolonize
slammed
the
it
nation.
to the ground.
You
And
cannot
then he
decolonize
kicked it after that. Not only that,
colonize.
he took it out, he slammed it to the ground, and then he kicked it
Why? Because you may have told him goofy
Yeah.
on the job?
Yeah, he was goofing on the job. He was playing cards on his computer.
There you go.
But you actually have to be in
Well,
That's
you
it.
know, I have no love for this Brookfield security.
Yes, my research.
They always harass people here.
All my research is
RecaiiSkender. I give you my name right here.
There he is.
Right.
Have an ID card?
Yes. My name is right here. You ask my name. This is my name, RecaiiSkender.
So if I was you,
I
I'd
have
take
a
the
lot
charge
of
and go
papers
with because his
in
boss,
in
that was his
Sweden,
boss on
which is
the
all
phone.
this stuff.
What's he saying?
He's saying, hey, he wants to know what happened. And I told him.
All right,
Now
good.
he's talking to his
What happened
but you
was
got
last
it
year
on
we
yours.
took
So we
He
got
got it on
Carter,
his.
Obama, the Pope, the Jesuits. Who else did we take? We took a few people anyway to court to our Constitution, the Haudenosaunee Constitution, and then it was thrown out because we didn't use the
No, not on yours, on his.
on
can't
his.
call her
On
Queen
his.
Elizabeth II. You have to use Her Majesty, the Queen, in right of Canada.
And you especially can't use to report them.
No, you cannot.
Your Honor.
No, you can. No, you can't.
I'm telling him about First Amendment constitutional right to report. That's it.
Now,
You got the camera going on the
people
floor?
ask me all the time. So,
Well, he got it going on the
as
floor.
a matter of fact,
Yeah.
you fly, you're wrong. We're not asking all whites to get the fuck out. We should. We rightfully should. We should tell them, go back to fucking
And he
Europe.
come and try to
We
reach them out
absolutely
the
should.
same thing. Look,
But, you know, you can't do that.
I don't know why you hired people.
Why?
I think it's time
That's not how you rule anybody. And we within our constitutional right to report.
The white man doesn't want
You
them to
report
come
anything
back there.
that he's putting down there saying his card name. You know what I'm saying? And,
Which is
you know,
fine,
y'all hear
because
Social
the
Security,
thing of it is, how does decolonization part work with the white people?
Camera
They
down.
shouldn't
Trying
be
to
there.
strike
You're saying,
relations
Put
between
your
the two
you're
camera
saying he shouldn't be
down.
there.
Because you're right.
Wampum,
There's nothing
I've
wrong
explained
with
this
it.
various
So put your camera down.
And I'm just going to explain it one more time. I think I've showed you this paper before, the two-row wampum, and what it actually is. So, when the Haudenosaunee first came into contact with the European nations, treaties of peace and friendship were made. So each was symbolized by the two-row wampum. There's a bed of white wampum, which symbolizes the purity of the agreement. And there are two rows of purple, and those two rows have the spirit of your ancestors and mine. There are three beads of wampum separating the toe rows as they symbolize peace, friendship, and respect. Now these two rows will symbolize two paths or two vessels, right, traveling down the same river together. One, a birch bark canoe, will be for the Indian people, their laws, their customs, and their ways, and the other, a ship, will be for the white folk and their laws, their customs, and their ways. And we shall each travel the river together, side by side, but in our own boat. So neither of us will try to steer the other's vessel. Now, what the principle of the two-row wampum became, it became the basis for all treaties and agreements that were made with the Europeans and later the Americans. Now that Canada is a fully independent nation, perhaps it will be possible to strike up the two-row wampum between us so that we may go our ways side by side in friendship and peace. So, why we want to strike up the two-row wampum is, again, because now it's been outright symbolized what the two-row wampum means. So we have to act. So this actually works with the white people because the white people are included on the two-row wampum. So they also have to work in conjunction with the new countries that are going to be formed through decolonization. And just to let you know, I had did some other research that there were some places in America that are right now in the United States trying to decolonize. I believe they're 40, if I'm correct. So that's why this decolonization thing. That's why this decolonization is a really important petition to be working on, because we're trying to
this old guy, your friend,
the things that were made in the past,
assaulted
and
and grabbed my camera.
we're not doing this for me and you. We're doing this for our future generations
Broke it
and
and then
generations
slammed
to
it
come.
down.
So the
Camera
thing of it is
bounced
that
on the floor and then
you know,
kicked it again.
we have
That's
to
your friend who
work
likes
together
to
in
love the
conjunction with armed foreign
Yeah,
countries
he's not asking me.
the colonization is closer to an end.
Yeah, your
And
brother.
that would mean
I correct.
respecting a lot of the broken treaties, like we had mentioned before, enacted by the government and by the Queen and all that stuff, so we can actually use renegotiated. So that's why it's really important to support this petition, because it's the only democracy that it's the only true democracy, the true